So I decided to give you guys a preview of what the content was going to be like when Madden 16 came out. So I went on and I downloaded Madden TeKRaJGaming's rosters so we can have the updated rosters with all the rookies that are in the game currently right now. So instead of starting as an early draft pick, I wanted to start off as an undrafted free agent, and I went straight for the Bills. It was a no-brainer. The quarterback situation's rough. I wanted to earn my way to the top. You know we had to get the swag going with our quarterback. We had to make TeKRaJ look right in the game. So here's what your boy's gonna be looking like. 6'3", 225, mobile quarterback from TCU. If you followed my NCAA football content, you know that's where the choice that we picked, and that's the school that we went into. Right away, the media was giving me credit. They said all eyes were on TeKRaJ as the season gets underway. So I was a top pick candidate out of TCU, but how was it going to fare against the other rookie quarterbacks in the league like Marcus Mariota? The other thing I loved about this team is, you know, I had LaShawn McCoy at running back. I also have Fred Jackson, the veteran. And then we have Percy Harvin and Sammy Watkins at wide receiver. You topped that off with Charles Clay at tight end, and this was a perfect home for me. But I knew that as an undrafted quarterback, I had to prove myself before I got to play with those particular players. So I started putting in the work on the practice field because I needed to make sure that I honed my skills. But instead of talking, I proved myself where it counts with those teammates. As we went into the first preseason game, I felt some type of way because I wanted to be on the field going up against Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers, best of the best. But I had to deal with the opportunity that I was given in the way that it was given to me. I mean, I couldn't do anything else but play with the cards that I was dealt. But I'm not gonna lie to you when I tell you it was demoralizing that they had me freaking holding extra points. Now the squad was doing the damn thing because they quickly jumped out to a 14-0 lead. So when I was given the ball, I had a nice little cushion. Right here on 3rd and 6, I showed my poise as I completed the post route to our backup tight end. Now I was getting a rhythm, and I knew before the coach let me kind of get off and throw some deep balls, I was going to be doing runs like this. And look at that spin move, baby. So obviously I had the running skills, and if you saw the play before, I was getting the timing down to be able to make sure that the passing game was tight. But the thing that got me here in my college career was my legs. I didn't want to fit the stereotype of a running quarterback, so you know I was going to have to put the ball in the air. But right here, the smoke screen got us to first down and almost got us a touchdown. So on the very next play on 1st and goal, we ran the read option play, and I blew by the defense for the touchdown. But I was going to sit there and act a fool and do the nay-nay or the whip or anything like that. It was all business, baby. It's preseason, this don't really count. On to the next one. Let's go to the sideline and keep it going. So I was hyped, the team was hyped, the coaches were hyped. But remember, I'm going up against a whole bunch of scrubs in the second team. That's why I didn't really want to celebrate, but man, did it feel good going into the end zone in Charlotte, North Carolina at that Bank of America field. Later on in the second quarter, as time was running out, 3rd and 4, I shrugged off a tackle and I complete the ball to Marquise Goodwin up the middle on the street. So 1st and 10, I have 32 seconds left before the half is over, and I caught him in man coverage and I hit that same route to our backup tight end for the touchdown. I was exposing the weakness of these linebackers. They were going to be having linebackers on my tight ends in man coverage. I had to prove that even though I was a rookie, I was able to audible out of those plays and complete a medium throw for the touchdown. So then later on in the 4th quarter, I almost throw a pick there, but fortunately, I had pinpoint accuracy to prove that I fit in this league. So after that game, after this touchdown, 2 touchdowns to be exact, you know I was feeling good. The juices were flowing, and I had led my team to the victory. Yeah, them boys set me up. That's right, they did. But you know I had to bring it home, and I had to show them that I could put drives together. I could put this team on my back, and I could make it to where I wanted to go. Now, the other thing about picking the Bills for me from a personal standpoint was the fact that I wanted to be in a division where I knew the competition was going to be tight. I knew the Dolphins had revamped that defensive line. When you combine Ndamukong Suh with Cameron Wake, that was going to give us some trouble. And also the Jets were loading up a team with Darrelle Revis on the team and with Brandon Marshall on the team. So even though EJ Manuel had a great game, a perfect game to be exact, on that only drive that he had, he was 6 for 6 with the touchdown. I still showcased what I had to do. 13 of 16 with 2 touchdowns, 6 carries for 31 yards for a rushing touchdown. But one of the things that really excited me about this game was a huge monster game from Sammy Watkins. 3 catches, 93 yards. So you know I didn't want to waste any time. I went straight out to the practice field because now that I felt comfortable, I knew where I fit in this offense. So I went out there, I put in the work, and after that first game, my athletic ability and what I had proven on the field, it was more than enough to show the coaches that I had what it took to be the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, if you're liking the career mode, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned tomorrow for my debut as a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's right, before we go into All Madden First String, we first have to prove ourselves in one game. In one game. All those players I've shown you have been great, but now we got to put it all together in the same position. Technically, we had 2 games to do it, but it was time for Eddie Lacy and the rest of our acquisitions to show it on the field when it counted.